Oh man, y'all put me right in the sun, huh?
Salty at who?
Should have brought my glasses. No, salt of the earth.
Yeah. So Dan said this week he didn't want to put a wide receiver in a quarterback because gotta teach them all the checks and reads and stuff. Plus they
put him where?
In a quarterback to pretend to be Lamar. So I was
curious yeah.
Maybe he asked you since you had both receiver and quarterback experience.
To put him back there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have gave him about 10 reps, and then I've been down for about 2 weeks, So I just said, we might want to stay away from that if you want me to coach.
I'm curious about Antwaan Randle, right? So he's playing a lot, probably a lot more than maybe originally anticipated with how the roster was constructed in the offseason. But it's the two deep shots from Jared. It's like just missed. How close are they to being on the same page?
I mean, it's really close, and at the end of the day, it just comes down to just connecting. Like this, like Jared's putting it there. He's not quite there, or he's far ahead, is a little behind. Whatever it is, it's just a matter of just continually working at it, and that's really what all the wide receivers, especially the two new guys we got. So,
I got a little Lamar question for you.
Yeah.
Sort of related to you, I guess. If you came along today.
Oh, don't do that to me, man.
Quarterback?
Yeah, no question. We talk about it all the time, man. It's like you got Kyler Murray and all them guys. Like it's just, I was too early, man. I was too early.
You get jealous watching them? I'm thinking.
No. I'm thankful for sure, but man, I might still be playing right now. No.
So. Well, how do you think those guys have helped the positioning ball sort of the dual threat now is really a lot of teams are looking for?
Well, I mean, you just look at them from a standpoint of like they just kind of leaving their mark and showing, hey, it can be done, and that's the thing. And so they kind of paving the way. Yeah, guys back in the day who paved the way, and it's just like people really didn't bite on it, but now you're seeing it even more with these two guys, and they're doing pretty good. So.
I know no coach wants to take a woe is me approach, but this probably isn't the corpse you plan to have at this point in the season with Tyrell and maybe even Rashad when he was first signed.
Right.
How much has the challenge been with just so much youth and as much a couple guys that are just inexperienced?
Well, the challenge if you have youth or if you have a room full of veterans, it's a challenge because the room full of veterans is like, I already know this versus, younger guys who are eager, so you get both of those. But for me, I like the opportunity to teach and coach. I'm not saying I don't care what I have, but I got guys who listen, who want to compete, who want to make plays, who understand the game and want to understand it more. And it's going to make them better, and it has made them better. So it's just a matter of just us, again, continuing to working with them. But never, I would never come off as woe is me. Like, you get what you get and don't have a fit is what I was told when you grew up. And I love what I got, and we're going to work with it, and it's going to be good.
I also tell my kids that just so clear.
There you go. So it ain't, ain't nothing new.
Quinn Cephas is a guy who seems to keep making the most of his opportunities. What have you seen most in his growth this whole summer?
Just in terms of, we talk about from OTAs, he had like a first couple weeks in OTAs where it was just like, man, where's this cat at? And then it just clicked for him, just in terms of getting in and out of his routes. You'll see some of that in terms of, and then going up and get the ball, those type of things are really challenging itself. So it's just a matter of, again, him continuing to work at those things as well, because like you see it, you keep seeing glimpses of it, and now you're starting to see it more and more. So we just expect that to keep coming.
Like a mental click for him?
I don't know if it's a mental click. I just think it's time. It's time over and over again, and really understanding like not that you're in the NFL, but working at and going against that caliber, of coverage guy, over and over again, whether it's in practice or in the game. So you just got to get used to that.
Where's Trinity at? Now he's had a couple weeks
Yep.
in here to kind of work and practice, get to know this.
He's doing good, and that's the thing. He's coming along. Last week we were saying we had him in there. He had only been here like 3 or 4 days, so it's just a matter of bringing him along. And the same thing with Red. Hodge. Same thing with Hodge is the same way. Like getting those guys as many reps as we can in practice, and then getting their feet wet in the games, and not just throwing everything at them. So it's like, I can't really run fast because I'm thinking. You want them to be free and to be able to, get it down. So it's a matter of just getting that offense, getting it down.
Those guys are in a better situation to maybe help you on Sunday now that they've had time to be here and know it, like you explained.
Well, yeah, at the end of the day, like, that's what we brought them here for, to be able to help us. So now just moving forward, it's like, again, like this week, how can they help us? How much more have they improved from last week? So we look at it every week to see, okay, how much more can they help us? Looking forward to this week, and obviously next week is it ain't promised, but if it's here, we'll be ready to roll then.
I'm sure every guy is different, but you're probably not throwing everything at those guys, right? Benson and Hodge, you're probably slowly working in. How long does it take the average guy to kind of be fully acclimated?
When I say I wouldn't even put it on the average guy. I would fully acclimated to a new system. I mean, you talking mid-season or maybe even like fully acclimated, like all the cricks and that takes a while. You got to think the guys who've been here had all of OTAs, and I would say the little of OTAs of what we had, because it's you can't do this, you can't do that type stuff, and then training camp, and we got both of those guys after that. So it's like, all right, you can't take 8 weeks or whatever it was, including OTAs, and cram it into so you got to kind of pick up where they are, but then make sure they get the basis of it, so they can build on it. So it takes a little longer.